All right, hello everybody. hello. It's the weekend, motherfucker. Yeah. What's up? How's it going? Phil here live on the stream. Starting up a full day of gaming streaming for you guys. A double stream day. I hope that you guys are excited for a double stream fun day. Today is Sunday fun day. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not Sunday. I was going to say Sunday fun day. It is not. It is Saturday. I can't even keep track of what day it is. Today is Saturday, January 6, 2018. I am DSP. How you guys doing? I certainly hope you're doing fine. An interesting and fun day today, folks. Because, number one, finally, after 5 days straight, we're taking a break from Metal Gear Solid. Thank God. You know, and not to say anything meaning that the games are bad or that they're, I'm being negative about the games, but, after playing it for 5 straight friggin' days, I tend to get a little bit burnt out and need just a little bit time away from the franchise. You know what I mean? With something completely different that's going to refreshen things around here, break things up, make things a little bit, more variety-wise rather than just the same me failing at sneaking and ridiculous amount of cutscenes and all that kinds of shit that we've been seeing all week long. So, welcome to the weekend, everyone. For me, the weekend is pretty much very similar to the week. Me, I work my butt off here with streaming and everything. So I will be doing a double stream for you here today on Saturday, which means 2 different games, some 7 hours or more of gameplay pretty much. How's it going to work? Well, this first stream today, ladies and gentlemen, will be Fortnite Battle Royale, or Battle Royale, however you want to pronounce it. Why am I doing Fortnite as my main featured stream today? There's a couple reasons, all right? Number one, as you guys know, I've been trying to do variety on the weekends with multiplayer stuff, so that things don't get stagnant. If I just played the same games all week, things would get tired, you know what I mean? So Saturday is a great opportunity for me to do different stuff and break up my weekly streaming content with something completely different, so that way you guys don't get bored, right? That's number one. Number two, because recently, if you guys aren't aware, ever since the release of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds in early December, I believe it was the second week of December, it was right after I had spent time with my girlfriend, time off, when I came back and released. People have really enjoyed my PlayerUnknown's Battleground streams. Basically, people are really into them. They feel that, they are the most interactive streams that I do, because in particular, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has a lot of downtime during the game to talk with stream chatters, right? So it allows me to be the most interactive that I am on any of my streams, because I don't have to be hyper focused on the gameplay constantly, right? Now, as I've been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I've been getting some feedback, okay? And people have been saying, Phil, why don't you try Fortnite? Now, I did try Fortnite, if those who aren't aware, way back when it actually released as a free-to-play console game a few months ago. Amidst the hardcore gaming season, I did try it out, okay? Now, when I played it, no one really knew how to play the game, right? And I remember I actually did pretty good. I remember one match I got like top 10. I think I was 6th place or something like that. And I thought it was all right. I was basically like, this is okay, but it's nothing, it's nothing that I would want to play at length, because it's just not robust enough. It seems like it's a repetitive game that you play a few times. You've seen everything there is to do. Maybe if you want to play it with friends, in a team setting with voice chat, it could be a lot more interesting. But for me, I played it 1 or 2 sessions. I was like, okay, I've seen what it is. And honestly, my stream viewers watched it that 1 or 2 sessions and said, okay, we've seen what it is. And basically everyone kind of lost interest, both me and the stream viewers. Okay? Now, since then, all right, since all that, which was months ago, I believe that was either September or October, I'm not positive. A lot has changed. Well, first of all, Fortnite Battle Royale has evolved. They've tweaked the game. They've tweaked the controls. They've made it more responsive. They added new game modes. And basically for those who have modern consoles, such as the PS4 or Xbox One, Fortnite Battle Royale has been the go-to game for those who want to play Battle Royale style gameplay because it's free. You can get it right now for free. You don't even have to own the game. You just download it, play it, boom, you're done. Okay? Now, there is a premium version of Fortnite you can buy, and no one bought it. Really what it is the supposed to be early access version of the game where it's you and a team in kind of a tower survival, building defenses and stuff against zombie hordes. It has nothing to do with the Battle Royale gameplay at all. It's very different, okay? So that being said, you know, the game has apparently become very popular over the past few months as people were looking for a free-to-play game on modern consoles. And, you know, it has a big Twitch viewing popularity. I believe right now over 60,000 people are watching it on Twitch right now, which is a lot, by the way. So it kind of blew up. Now, I've been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, all right? And people are like, Phil, you know, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, okay, it's cool that you're playing it. It's cool that you have stream interaction, but the game sucks. The game's terrible on console. The Xbox One version is garbage. The frame rate's bad. You know, you should play Fortnite. It's a much better game. And I said, well, you know, here's the thing. I'd be willing to do it, but Fortnite has a much smaller map, meaning that the matches are going to go way quicker. You know, boom, 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 death, death, death. And I know that. I'm very aware that the game's going to be very different from PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds in that regard. But over the few weeks I've been playing, you know, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds now for about a month. And I said, you know what? Since people have been demanding it, it seems to be a game that people are requesting, and they want to see what it's going to be like. I will play it. I'd be more than willing to do a main stream of it. Let's do one main stream of Fortnite. Let's see how it goes. If people like this, okay, if you guys enjoy this stream, and you'll either like the gameplay or you'll like the interaction that I do during the stream, whatever. You know, if it ends up being a stream that people enjoy and want to see, what I will do, I will add Fortnite to the rotation of multiplayer games that I'll be playing coming up. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you guys aren't aware, I've been trying to mix up my streaming recently. What I've been doing is like a main gameplay stream during the day, and then at night I've been doing kind of multiplayer stuff. But every other day I really don't do a nighttime stream because I've been working on my year-end series. So for the past week and a half, I've been working on my worst games of 2017 countdown, which I did finish the other day. And now I've moved on to my Game of the Year awards, which, by the way, great, big positive update here, folks. My Game of the Year awards will premiere tonight. So, if you would like to see part 1 of my Game of the Year awards for 2017 countdown, it premieres tonight on stream. My later stream starts around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be premiering that exclusively here on the stream tonight. And then after that, I'll be playing some more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So tonight's stream's going to be pretty good, okay? So, yeah, and this is going to continue for the next few days. In fact, tomorrow night, Sunday night, I'm not doing a nighttime stream because, again, I'm working on the weekend preview. I'm doing patron stuff, and I'm editing year-end videos. And there may be one more day coming this week where I don't do a nighttime stream. We'll see. All right? We'll see how that goes with how long it takes me to edit and finish the series. But once the Game of the Year award series is done, all right, things are going to get back to normal with how they basically were the entire hardcore gaming season, where I'm going to be doing 2 gaming streams every day. And what I'm looking to do is alternate between, like I said, one main game during the daytime and then maybe doing some fun multiplayer stuff at night. So this week it's going to be Metal Gear Solid 3 balanced with things like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, etc. And if you guys like Fortnite, if you like it today and it ends up being a successful stream and people show up to watch and are contributing, cheering, sub, and tipping, and everyone wants to see more, then I would consider adding Fortnite to my ongoing constant rotation of multiplayer games. All right? But it all depends. It hinges on today. You know, people wanted to see it. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. If it goes well, great. If not, it's no skin off our back. We'll just, you know, retire it for now, and you know, if we ever want to bring it back for a new game mode or whatever, I can, but we'll see how it goes, okay? Sounds good? All righty. So there you go, folks. That's what you can expect today. Put some Fortnite right now on stream, and then later tonight, like I said, the Game of the Year awards countdown, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds as well. Tomorrow will be the return of Metal Gear Solid 3. By the way, I should bring this up. Shout out to Popsicolo. our resident emote designer, he has decided that what he may do for upcoming playthroughs, especially ones that looks like will be lasting a week or more, he's going to design custom emotes for us that we can use for subscribers of mine, by the way, in my stream chat during these playthroughs. So, for example, Popsicolo designed a Metal Gear Solid Snake DSP emote where I look like Snake. And I submitted that for approval last night. I'm hoping it gets approved over the weekend, and then maybe on Monday we could start during the week as I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3. People can use that Snake DSP emote during the week. All right? Now, if this is successful, if this gets approved and people like it, okay, what we can do is we can have these game-specific emotes that will be in rotation. So maybe we'll have this Snake emote for this week, and then when I do a next major game, like for example, hint, hint, Dragon Ball FighterZ, right, which is coming up soon, and I'll be playing a lot of, maybe we could have some emotes of me as the Dragon Ball fighters, right, and have a couple of those in rotation while I play Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then, you know what I mean, and then move on to the next and the next. That could be a cool thing, a running thing for this year, is whatever the new game is, the new hot game, we've got one or two emotes that are related to that game that could be used by my subscribers. Pretty cool, right? I think this would be a great idea, and obviously, what we have to say is, you know, no major pressure on Popsicolo. I don't want him to feel that he has to constantly be making new emotes for me because obviously I don't pay him for it. But FYI, this could be a really cool, productive thing for our community here on Twitch to always have an emote that's kind of in line with whatever the latest hot game is. You know, that's pretty cool. It's a good idea. It's definitely a good idea. Okay. Blue Blur says also Final Fantasy Dissidia. Yeah, it's true. I am playing Final Fantasy Dissidia on the 30th of January. So I would say the next two major games for me would be Dragon Ball and Final Fantasy Dissidia. So maybe, you know, do like a one Dragon Ball and then one related to Final Fantasy. I look like Cloud or something. I don't know. For me, I would like to look like a character from one of my favorite games. I don't know. I believe Cecil is in it, I think. But I don't know who they've got in it from Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 4 and 6 are my favorite Final Fantasy games of all time. So I definitely like to look maybe like one of those characters would be pretty cool. So again, no pressure to Popsicolo. If, by the way, if anyone else wishes to design emotes for the chat, if you head to my kingofhate.com forums, thekingofhate.com, there's a forums there. Go there. There's a thread in there in the general section for submitting fan art and emotes. And you're going to see people have already submitted emotes and stuff. So already the criteria there. You'll see the template, like the sizes you need to submit or whatever. Feel free to submit stuff if you want to maybe have a possibility of get it used on stream for the subs, okay? Moogle Phil, that could be funny too. Me as a Moogle. That could be pretty funny. So anyway, also, I guess since we're talking about it, I might as well give you guys an update on the subs. Currently, we are up to 426 subscribers here on the stream. Recently, we've had, last night, we had as high as 429. So the record right now for subscribers I've had on the channel is 429. Keep in mind, this month, folks, we have a big push to try to hit 450 concurrent subscribers. If I do, then I will be holding a celebratory event, a Indies Marathon, either in late February or early March, where people who are actually patrons of mine will be nominating and voting on indie games for me to play in this special celebratory event for us hitting this sub goal, okay? Every single day, I've been seeing growth in the subs by a few. Now, of course, overnight what happens is some subs expire, which is expected. But every day it seems like we've been catching up. Today, will we catch up? Will we hit a new record? Today, like I said, it was 429. Can we top 429 subs on either of the streams today? We're going to find out, okay? I'm pretty excited. And I certainly hope that we do. All right. And it should be pretty good. I hope that we do. I hope we get the goal. Because the thing is, if we have constant growth here on the streams, that's what it's all about. Constant organic growth, getting people to come to the streams, to sub, you know, and every month, a little bit more. And I'll be honest with all you guys. I'm feeling very positive about 2018 in regards to the Twitch channel. I've been doing so good on Twitch recently. I can't complain. Like, Twitch streams have been profitable. Attendance is up. Everything is positive. Like, everything is great on Twitch. So if we can keep this up by the end of the year, imagine if I could get, like, a really high sub count consistently by the end of the year. Imagine if Twitch vastly overtakes YouTube and the amount of revenue that I make, then I don't have to worry about YouTube at all anymore. I'd be like, you know what? I'll keep uploading videos to YouTube as an archive, but I'm just focused on Twitch, and it's enough to pay the bills. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't give a shit. And I'm feeling great about it. I hope you guys are too. All right. Okay. So there you have it, folks. So FYI, roughly a week schedule for this week. Today, Fortnite, and then later tonight, my Game of the Year Awards premiere, and then PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Sunday will just be Metal Gear Solid 3, plus I'll be putting out the week in preview video, all right, on my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlog, so you have an idea what to expect all week. Monday, more Metal Gear Solid 3, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds will return Monday night, plus another episode of the Game of the Year Awards will be debuted on Monday night. Tuesday, more Metal Gear Solid 3. Tuesday night is up in the air because it depends on how much work I get done on the Game of the Year Awards. If I finish working on them tomorrow night, then Tuesday night will be a stream. If not, then Tuesday night will be the final night when I finally work on an edited video. All right? So we'll see. Tuesday night, there may or may not be a stream. And then basically all week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 more days, I hope to finish up Metal Gear Solid 3 during the course of this week. And then at nights, I'll be doing multiplayer streams, either PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or, as I just mentioned, maybe alternating in things like Fortnite. Maybe I'll play another session of, say, Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Call of Duty. We'll see. Okay? And then, ladies and gents, this Saturday, so a week from today, if you're not aware, 1 week from today, is the premiere of Dragon Ball FighterZ. The beta is releasing. I pre-ordered the game on PS4, so because I pre-ordered it, I get access to the beta a little bit early. So exactly 1 week from today, the entire day will be me covering Dragon Ball FighterZ, playing with the new characters, checking the game out for the first time since September to see how it's evolved. It should be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are too. I'll probably watch a few of my videos back from September just to get me refreshed on the game engine and everything, because I probably won't remember anything. Typically after 4 months, I tend to forget everything. My head is like a sieve because I play so many games, I have to keep draining the gaming knowledge out of my head in order to add new knowledge for the next game. So that's going to be fun. And then for multiple days, I'll be playing that beta. And then it looks like in mid-January, I'll have some time to do whatever I want. And I'm strongly considering doing a final redemption run in Demon's Souls, since the game is going to be retired from Sony servers in February, meaning you'll never be able to do online components like the online messages that are put onto the ground, PvP, and yes, the infamous boss that auto-summons a human to fight as a boss. I won't ever be able to do that stuff again unless I play the game again now. So I'm strongly considering doing a second run in Demon's Souls where I will not grind, where I will not cheat, per se, and I'll just go through the game legitimately and see if I can beat it, even though it's incredibly hard, okay? So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm thinking that may be a good thing to fill the middle of the month, all right? And then we jump right into new gaming content again, because we're going to have The Impatient, we're going to have Dragon Ball FighterZ, we're going to have Final Fantasy Dissidia. It's going to be a fun month. This month's going to be really good, okay? Alrighty then. So that's the month, roughly in a nutshell, folks. Some reminders, if you guys were not here yesterday for the pre-stream, some positive news. Number one, Super Mario Sunshine, the playthrough is coming. In fact, as of today, I got some updates from Amazon. I had to order over $80 of shit to play this game. I'm not even kidding. Between ordering the game itself on GameCube, a GameCube memory card, HDMI adapters for the Wii U, for the Wii, not the Wii U, for the original Wii, etc. All the shit that I need to play this game. I spent over $80 on Amazon, and all these things are shipping right now. I got some updates. Some of them already have shipped. Some of them are coming over the weekend. Some of them are coming early next week. So I will be, setting up for this Super Mario Sunshine playthrough and letting everyone know if and how well this stuff works for capturing purposes. Because I definitely want to capture the game. Obviously, duh. If I'm going to do a playthrough of it, I need to be able to capture it. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know during this week when I get all this equipment and I start testing it and everything. I'll probably take a few pictures or whatever and share it on social media to let you guys know how it goes. And so that playthrough will begin in late February. And you might say, well, why late February? February is a pretty dead month. Well, folks, it's because the other piece of good news is that I'm currently working to get my girlfriend to move in with me. And I don't mean that I'm trying to convince her. I mean that we've got a bunch of things that we need to do in order to make this happen. Obviously, there's travel arrangements. Obviously, there's other things in regards of, shipping stuff, across the country. There's regards of jobs, migrating a job and all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of behind the scenes shit you don't need to know about. But it looks like my girlfriend, because we got past this tax situation that's coming up in late January, because you guys supported me so much last year, especially during that fundraising drive, that I can now move on to the next positive thing, which is having her move in, which is pretty awesome, right? So if everything goes according to plan, which we don't know if it will, we're aiming for her to move in around mid-February. And if she can move in around mid-February, that means I need to take a few days off from streaming, obviously, in order to have her move in. And we'll set up the house together, probably clean the house together, go out and get initial things she needs to get set up here. We're going to have the office set up for her because she has a gaming PC. She has consoles. She has all this shit we need to set up for her in there, so it's her own office. And basically go from there, all right? So if that happens, then, around mid-February this year, I take a few days off to do that, and then when I come back, boom, we start with Super Mario Sunshine, okay? So that's what I'm kind of thinking. If and when I have more information for you guys, I'll let you know, all right? But it's a very positive thing. I'm feeling very good about it. Obviously, to be able to live with your significant other is a very positive thing. And honestly, it would help out tremendously in many different ways. And you'll see. Ow, my nose is itching me. My nose is itching. Okay. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to talk about. I don't really think I do. So I think what I'll do, let's do some quick plugs. Let's do some shout-outs, and then we'll start with gameplay, and we'll see how you guys like Fortnite, okay? Sounds good? All right. So, let's do some plugs quickly. Ooh, my neck. So, ladies and gents, I already mentioned Patreon. I'll mention it again, because really, Patreon has changed this year. It's not going to be the motivating force of me doing monthly events anymore. However, there are still many benefits for you to pledging to my Patreon, and it still helps me out tremendously. Okay, patreon.com/darksidephil. You can go there for all the details. And by the way, I have to update the page because I still have the goal showing from December, so I have to kind of edit that. Okay. However, the way the Patreon will work from now on is that if you pledge to my Patreon, you earn particular perks for each month, and you're going to contribute to the monthly events that happen, okay? So, for example, if we hit 450 subs here on Twitch this month, great, I'm going to do an Indies event. But it's actually going to be the patrons for the month of January who pledge $5 or more to my Patreon by the end of this month who are going to control the games that I'm playing during this event. They'll be nominating and then voting, on these games for the event, which is pretty neat, right? In addition, patrons get all kinds of perks, including getting text or verbal thank yous in my videos. In fact, tomorrow night on the Weekend Preview, I'll be editing the post-video crawl with thank yous for people who contribute to my Patreon in the month of December. They'll get their shout-outs starting tomorrow. You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which is coming up in late February. FYI, that's the next episode scheduled. You can even get a private Q&A video made. I owe a few people from December private Q&A videos, and I'll be sending them out their information on how to do that, how to get their questions to me tomorrow night. So, all these cool perks that you get for pledging to me, right? How does it benefit me? Well, your Patreon pledges, basically financially contribute to all the expenses that I have of running the business, including cost of electricity, cost of internet, cost of the games that I have to buy to maintain everything. These headphones, which I've now been using for about a month and I really like. They were expensive. So that's what Patreon funds. It allows me to afford everything around here so I can keep the business afloat. And keep in mind, Patreon funds over the years have improved things like my soundproofing in my office, my microphone setup, everything is because of the patrons helping out. So, please consider pledging to my Patreon if you like the stuff I do daily and you want to go above and beyond just watching, right? That's a great concrete way that you can help out. Check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. In addition, I also have a Teespring merchandise shop where you can buy t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, and all kinds of merchandise. It's all great quality stuff. I can attest to it personally because I own several of the shirts and a mug from the Teespring shop. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a pretty sizable commission from, and it helps me out. So if you like the streams, you want to have something that's kind of a part of it, right? You want to own a piece of swag, a piece of collectible, whatever you want to call it, check it out at my Teespring shop. And don't be afraid if you buy something from there and you like it, go ahead and tweet me at They Call Me DSP, a picture of it, and I will share it on social media. People really like to see people, you know, wearing and sharing the merch that they get to see how good it is, okay? Keep in mind, folks, there will be, coming up, a 10th anniversary celebratory line of product being added to my Teespring. This is the 10th year that I've done content on the internet, folks. 10 straight years. Can you believe it? Pretty awesome that 10 years I've been making gameplay for you guys and you've been enjoying it. So, pretty big. I got some good events thought and kind of mapped out for this year that I think I'm going to be doing later this year. But in the meantime, the first wave will be this cool new merch that's going to be coming out. I'll let you know when it's ready. Okay? Sounds good? In addition to that, obviously, if you're here live watching on stream, okay, you have the ability to either cheer, sub, or tip. And if you do any of those things, I will be giving you a shout out during the course of my stream. All right? Pretty awesome. In addition, if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more during the course of today's stream, then I will be also having a pop-up on screen. All right? And this pop-up is visual recognition for your contributions, and I'll also give you verbal recognition. Now, just to forewarn everyone, I am doing multiplayer gameplay today, so it may be a little bit tougher, especially with Fortnite, because it's a more faster-paced game than PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is. I may not immediately be able to give you a shout-out for every single cheer, but I will do my best, all right? In addition, keep in mind that cheers should be pertinent and or at least have something to do with me and what's going on the stream. Completely nonsensical stuff, unrelated stuff, and trolling, I don't have to read out, okay? I leave it to my own discretion. So there you have it. Anything that you do, cheering, subbing, and tipping is greatly appreciated. This year, so far, has been tremendous. Every stream I've done has been really good in that regard. Keep in mind, you know, we are doing a drive to 450 subs. There's a lot going on. So thank you, everyone, for your support so far. Feeling great about this year. Very positive. Let's keep it going. All right? All right. Let's do some shout-outs, folks. Here we go. Let's do some shout-outs to get the stream moving. First of all, overnight, I received a cheer from Zasaki. And Zasaki did a 50-bit cheer and said, I'd like to support you more, but I can't. I cheer little by little when I can. Anyway, thanks for the content that you make. I don't get why people hate you and harass you so much. You're not a bad guy. You're kind of like me, actually. Keep it up. Best of luck with your tax situation. I don't know if you get this because you're not online. I don't know how Twitch works, but if you do, thanks for the entertainment. I do, because I track all of your cheers, subs, and tips with Muxy. Muxy is a third-party application that runs behind the scenes and tracks all that stuff. So if any of you ever feel like cheering, subbing, or tipping and I'm not here, I'm not streaming, no worries. I'll catch that and I'll still give you a shout out anyway. Okay? Pretty cool. So yeah, so thank you to Zasaki for that cheer and thank you for the sentiment. I appreciate it. All right, so now during today's stream, we had some contributions. We had JFTD2, who subscribed to the channel for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you very much for that resub and the 3 months of support. JFTD, I appreciate that. Monique4 did a 39-bit cheer and said, I'm out of bits. Fortnite hype. Well, thank you, Monique, for the cheer. I appreciate it. And, yeah, let's see how Fortnite goes today. I'm curious to see how you guys like it. DukeXJT did a 25-bit cheer and says, you ever hear of Mugen Fighter? You can load any character ever, and it's free. Yes, Mugen is a application designed by basically kind of almost hackers in a lot of ways. What they did is they went into various fighting games, 2D fighting games over the years, and they hacked sprites out of them In addition, they drew their own sprites and or got sprites from other styles of games, 2D sprites, and put them all into this crazy-ass engine where basically any character can fight any character in a 2D fighting game setting. There have been many broken characters in the game over the years, including Omega Tom Hanks and stuff like that. Pretty wild. And really, where this game excels is not controlling the fighters, but having the AI fight each other. And what they used to do is they used to run these at fighting game tournaments. They would run Mugen on a setup, and then they would take bets on who was going to win. And in fact, Mugen used to be a very popular channel on Twitch. You might not be aware of that, but years and years ago, Mugen used to run on a channel, and people used to do the same thing. Used to like take bets on who would win these crazy fantasy matchups, and people would even vote in the stream chat on who they wanted to see fight in the next match. But now Mugen's pretty old. At this point, I gotta think Mugen's about 15 years old. It's been around for a long time. So, I don't know how, I don't know if people still use it. I don't even know if that Twitch channel even exists anymore. Because technically it is all kind of stolen sprites and stuff. So, I don't know. I do not know if it still exists or not. Alright, Hair of the Dog did a 100-bit cheer and says, can't wait for the list vids. And I believe when they're saying that, they're meaning the Game of the Year Awards countdown that's starting tonight, right? Awesome. Very nice. And I'm looking forward to premiering that for you tonight. Duke XJT did another 25-bit cheer. Said, alrighty then. Alexander Rossi did a 25-bit cheer. Says, the search box on your website does not work. It says no results no matter what you write. This is correct. It broke. The search box broke. Basically what happened is that means YouTube changed something. YouTube changed some kind of data on their website. And that data was the data that linked to that search page. The search page is dead. You are correct. Now, I spoke with my webmaster, the mighty Onyx, about this. And Onyx said, well, here's the thing. I really don't want to take the time to redesign it because I already have redesigned the entire website anyway. And I'm very slowly but surely, he says, I work on it a little bit here, a little bit there when I have free time. And I am hoping to launch the new website in 2018. And he can't give me an ETA, but basically he's like, why would I now drop everything I'm doing on this website redesign and go work on this page just to get it working again when, the whole thing's going to change anyway? And I said, fair enough. What you're saying makes sense. For those who did used to use my playlist search on my website, thekingofhate.com, what you need to do now, you could still, the real way you can use it, because this is how it worked anyway, what you need to do is you go over to my DSPGaming page, okay? And this is a pain in the ass, so follow along with me here, because I know this is a pain in the ass. You have to click on the videos tab. So then it'll bring up all my uploads. Then from the videos tab, then you have to click the playlists tab. I know that sounds really stupid. If you just click the playlists tab, it doesn't work properly. YouTube's fucked up. YouTube's a piece of shit. It always has been. Okay? So go to DSP Gaming, click the videos tab, then click the playlists tab. Now, you should see above what you were clicking a little magnifying glass icon. If you click on the magnifying glass, now you can type in what you want to look for, and it should bring up the appropriate playlist. Okay? It doesn't always work. I can tell you this because I was looking for example, just the other day when I finished Metal Gear Solid 2, I wanted to see, gee, how many videos was my original Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough? And I had to type in Metal Gear Solid 2, and it brought up like various things, like it brought up individual videos, but in there it did eventually bring up my original Metal Gear Solid 2 playlist from years and years ago, 6.5 years ago. So it's hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The good news is if you do it directly from my channel, never use the general YouTube search. I will repeat that again. Whatever you do, never use the general YouTube search for looking for my content. You will never find anything of mine. You'll find 5 million negative videos about me. You'll find all kinds of filthy, toxic shit. It's garbage. YouTube search engine is a piece of shit. And it's one of the primary reasons why my YouTube channel's declined over the years is because they changed their search engine so many times to only basically show toxic shit because they're a bunch of fucking assholes who don't know how to run a business. So never use the general YouTube search. You got to go to my page in particular, click on the videos tab, then click on the playlists tab, then click on the magnifying glass, then type in what you're looking for, and you have maybe a 50-50 chance of finding it, okay? Even when thekingofhate.com does get redesigned this year, I'll let you guys know, and hopefully it'll be a nice, better design and everything, and maybe the playlist functionality hopefully will come back. But for now, that's kind of what we got to go through, and I apologize for that, folks. Okay? Okay. All right, shout out to AES 0411, who did a 25-bit cheer. He says, I finally got around to playing Resident Evil 4. I think the clunky controls have certainly added to the fear factor of the older games like the original Resident Evil and Silent Hill 2. Nowadays, there are scarier games for sure, like PT, RIP. Well, there you go. Yeah, clunky. A big part of old school survival horror was always the clunky controls. Because you could not escape. You couldn't control your character well all the time, and therefore always had this element of, man, I'm going to get cornered, and then there's nothing I could do, right? Okay. Duke XJT did a 25-bit cheer. He says, come on, Phil, go for the gold button. I don't know what that means. Go for the gold button? What is the gold button? I have no idea. Huh. Oh, well, I don't know. If someone could explain to me what he means by the gold button, I have no idea. Jack Spartacus did a 30-bit cheer and says, you know that YouTube has hit rock bottom when they're now running ads of their own trying to push YouTube as a friendly environment. YouTube, a friendly environment? What was it? No. YouTube is not a friendly environment. YouTube is the most it's not definitely not the most, but it's one of the most immature, toxic environments on the entirety of the fucking internet. You can barely find a fucking video that doesn't have people saying the most nasty, vile, racist, disgusting shit in the comments. That place is a fucking cesspool of shit. And it's only like that because YouTube made it that way through being a bunch of lazy-ass motherfucks who don't do any fucking work and write algorithms to fucking govern the site instead of actually having employees do any fucking work. What a bunch of pieces of fucking shit to say that their website is a safe place. You're a bunch of fucking idiots. Good God. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Anyway, Golden Colts did a 29-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for the cheer. AES did another 25-bit cheer and says, you mentioned a few sessions ago you might consider to relate celebratory events to a certain number of bits or tips. Be careful you don't place those events under 4 progressively restrictive paywalls. Patreon and subs are enough. I'm not sure what you mean. What I was saying is basically this year, all the events that I held, celebratory events, I want to be based off of Twitch goals. So, for example, if we do a certain number of subs this month, boom, we're doing an event. And this month, it's 450 subs, indie event, okay, indie games. There may be some times when I change that up instead of based on, like, let's say I'm consistently getting a certain amount of subs. Then maybe I want to switch it up and say, I'd like to get this many bits or something. I don't know. I don't know how other streamers do it because I'm just getting into this. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a year to even get used to doing shout-outs for what you guys do on stream. Now I'm trying to get in line kind of with what other streamers are doing that's successful. I may have to do some research. I have no idea. I mean, right now, really honestly, the only way I'm looking to do events right now is based off of subs. But that may change in the future depending on how things go, all right? We'll see. But you're right. Right now, between you have Patreon, you've got subs, you got all different things, ways that people can contribute. I understand. The last thing you want is, we have to hit 14 qualifying factors, right? I have to get a certain amount of views on YouTube. I have to get a certain amount of subs, a certain amount of tips, a certain amount of bits, a certain amount of Patreon pledges, a certain amount of... No, I'm not going to do that. That's nuts. That's way too much. That's crazy, you know? Right now, it's going to be one thing. If we hit it, boom, we're doing the event. It's that simple, okay? Jack Spartacus did a 50-bit cheer, and he says, YouTube is hunting for adverts. Oh, he said the same thing again. He basically... Oh, wait, it's a variation on what he said earlier. He said... They're now running ads of their own trying to push YouTube as a friendly environment where small businesses can go to help grow their business. That's even worse. That's even fucking worse. Dude, it's very rare I mean this, very rare that anyone would be able to advertise a local business on YouTube and actually have any kind of impact, okay? YouTube is a global audience, and I hate to say it, folks, the vast majority of people who watch YouTube are kids. It's true. Why do you think you got guys like fucking Jake Paul, who's huge? Why do you think PewDiePie and Markiplier and, you know, Jacksepticeye are huge? Why do you think Fred, back in the day, the dumbest fucking thing you've ever seen on the internet, was the biggest channel on YouTube for a while? Because the vast majority of people who watch YouTube are children. Children do not spend money because they don't have any, okay? They may beg their parents to buy them shit, but children are not an effective audience, all right? They're not for advertisement. When a child is watching a video from, you know, Jake Paul about him running through Japan with a tentacle in his hand and slapping people with it and doing stupid, really insulting shit to the people of Japan because they think that shit's funny because they're 5 years old, you know, they have no maturity. And then an ad runs for their local car business. Do you think that child is going to run out and buy a fucking car? No. But that's the vast majority of YouTube viewers. So that's why YouTube is ineffective as an advertisement medium at this point. YouTube effectively made their website so automated that only children watch it. It's a piece of shit. So it's what a joke. I would never, if I own a small local business, I would never advertise on YouTube. I have to be a complete fucking asshole to waste my money like that. Unreal. Anyway, Alexander Rossi did a 30-bit cheer and says, when is your next gameplay session of Evolve Kappa? Evolve doesn't even exist anymore, doesn't it? Didn't they shut it down? It doesn't even exist? I thought the game ended. I thought they just closed it completely. What a failed experiment of a game that was, huh? What a story for that game studio. They go to make Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, two of the most successful cooperative online games ever made, and then they go and make a complete fucking utter failure. All because they wanted to make a business model that nickel and dime the consumer, and it didn't fucking work. Unbelievable. Luther Cujo did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Phil, question, do you think that later this year you'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out? Probably. I think everyone's going to want to see me play it. Regardless of the fact if I even understand the fucking plot or not, everyone's going to want to see me play it. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and I actually like those games. So I see no reason why I wouldn't play Kingdom Hearts 3, even if I don't read up on every piece of the fucking plot at this point. I don't give a fuck. I just want to play the game and have fun with it. I don't give a fuck about the stupid plot. All right, Trump's Nuke Button did a 50-bit cheer and says, you ever consider doing more PC gameplay where you can play Steam indie games? There's a lot of good cheap games on there that don't demand a good gaming PC. Sure. In fact, Trump's Nuke Button, if we do hit 450 subs here on Twitch this month and I do this Indies Marathon, I am not against playing indie games on PC. In fact, one of the games I'm guaranteeing in that event is Getting Over It, and that's a PC exclusive. So yes, 100%, I am willing to play indie PC games for this event. Yes, if people like it, I would even do it as an ongoing event. So there you go. Toxic Trident tipped me $3. Thank you very much, Toxic Trident, for the $3 tip. I appreciate it. And they say, Phil, and it's been a while since that whole Atlas debacle last year. Would you ever consider making your Persona 5 playthrough on YouTube public again? Yes. In fact, in regards to that, because some people have been asking me about it, there's a very strong chance that later this year, during downtime, in particular, i.e. the summer months, when things typically are slow, I may revive my Persona 5 playthrough. I know. Some people right now are going to be freaking out. Oh my god, really? Yeah. Because at that point, I think Atlas will finally have calmed the fuck down and won't give a shit about anyone playing the game. I mean, at this point, I'm sure everyone on the planet must have played the fucking game, right? I may resume the playthrough. So we'll see how that goes. I want to, because I loved that game. It was actually, you know, a very fun playthrough, something I really enjoyed doing in 2017 that I had to stop because Atlas lost their fucking minds. I may resume it in the summer. We'll see. Of course, if I do resume it, it'll be balanced with something else. Because I get the feeling at this point, no one's going to care about the playthrough. So maybe I'll balance it with something else that'll be way more popular. I.e., let's say, the Bloodborne Redemption run or something. Okay. Sounds good? Alright. I have forgotten did 100-bit cheers. Says, Phil, the internet says you're a 5'4" manlet. True or not? Of course. 5'4". Yes, everything you hear on the internet is 100% true. Even the things that contradict each other, they're still true. I just want that to be clear. Absolutely everything you've heard on the internet is true. There you go. Sergeant Woomy did a 25-bit cheer and says, Phil, why the hike on bits? I know everything is rising in cost, but this. Oh, very simple, Sergeant Woomy. You must not have been around this week, so you didn't know what was going on. I can explain. No, the sky isn't falling. No, it's not demand or anything like that for more bits at all. Here's what happened. Earlier this week, I went to start playing a game. In fact, I believe it was the premiere of Metal Gear Solid 2. And no lie, this is no exaggeration. I did a over 1 hour long pre-stream. But it wasn't because of me talking. It was because we had about 40 plus minutes where people just kept doing 10-bit cheers. And I don't know if it was meant to be trolling or not. I don't think it was. But because the cheer was allowed to be so small, it was like 10-bit cheer, 10-bit cheer, 10-bit cheer. I couldn't start the game. And people on the stream were actually complaining, like, Phil, you ever going to play the game? And I'm like, well, I can't. I owe people shout-outs. And it came to the point where people were like, that's it, Phil. You know, it was the people who were actually on stream who demanded it. They said, Phil, you've got to raise the bits limit. Because there's too many people doing 10-bit cheers, and you're spending the entirety of the stream doing little mini shout-outs. And half the time, these 10-bit cheers aren't even meaningful. They're just little stupid things because people are throwing a dime, and there's no, you know what I mean? There's no risk to them. It's a dime, so they can do 10 of these fucking things per dollar. So basically, there was consensus of the stream chatters that they wanted to see the cheer limit be raised so that we wouldn't see stream spam anymore. And honestly, this week, it's worked. It actually has worked. It's reduced the amount of cheers. The cheers that are coming out are more productive cheers. They're more well thought out cheers. I haven't seen as many troll cheers, which is good. So it's really working. So I'm going to keep it up for the short term at least. We'll see how it goes. Some people have actually said, screw it, make it even bigger, make it 50 bits. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep it reasonable. I feel that 25 bits is reasonable enough that anyone who maybe doesn't have any money to spend, but they just watch ads to earn bits, that 25 is low enough that it's reasonable. You can still get a cheer in here and there. I think 50 would be too high. But, you know, we're testing the waters here. 2018 is going to be a year where we test a lot of stuff on stream to see what works and what doesn't. Okay? Sounds good? All right. I have forgotten that 100-bit cheer. He says, Phil, the internet said you were... Oh, he said it again. He actually said that I was a 5'4" manlet again. There you go. Duke XJT did a 25-bit cheer and says 1 million YouTube subs. I have no idea what he's talking about. But, okay then. Oh my god, excuse me. What a belch. Holy shit, I'm sorry, guys. I have forgotten that another 50-bit cheer... He said, the surprise the DSP emote looks like you're getting bomb head. There you go. You're the first person to ever say that. Brian Krebs just did a 100-bit cheer. And he said, love how mad these mongs get when I donate to you, Phil. Don't have much time to watch you like I'd want, but thankfully the videos on demand are always online for me to watch on my iPhone. That's correct. You know, that is why I upload to YouTube. Even with all the bullshit. Even with all the nonsense, even with all the drama and all the garbage and the demonetization, the reason I still upload to YouTube is because I'm aware there are people who cannot catch my streams every day. And there are some people whose internet quality is actually poor and they're not even able to watch Twitch streaming and or Twitch videos on demand. When they try, it just chops up for them. So that's why I still use YouTube. All right. Listen, I have absolutely no way that I believe that I'm ever going to see any more growth on my YouTube channels. I'm not that I'm a defeatist or anything, but at this point I'm a realist, and I realize YouTube is 100% against people like me. All they want to do is promote idiots who make toxic fucking garbage content that goes viral and hits their search engines, and then they feature it. They're never going to feature me anymore. So I'm just done with it. For me, YouTube is an archive, and they can do whatever they want with their fucking business and run it into the ground. Twitch is the future for me, okay? But that being said, I'm not going to give up on YouTube and not upload videos over there because, like I said, I understand there's an audience who cannot check out the stuff on Twitch, and that's why I'm still uploading over there, okay? Sergeant Woomy did another 25-bit cheer. It said, gotcha. I got to think before I speak from now on. I'll still donate some bits to you, but still. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, Woomy. Not to say it was you, because it wasn't. but there were some people who were around here, you know, they spend $5 and they literally spam the living fuck out of my streams with 10-bit cheers and just make it miserable for everybody. So, you know, I had to take some precautions. What can you do? It's and honestly, it's a good thing because it just shows growth. When I have so many people who want to do cheering like that, it shows growth. That's good. You know, I'm not desperate for cheers to the point where by upping it to 25 bits that now it has a negative effect. It didn't. It's actually a more positive effect. The cheers are more concise and controlled and people like the streams better. So overall, it's a positive note. It's a good sign of growth. Okay? Mr. Swaggins did a 45-bit cheers. Says, Phil, in the near future, will you be getting a kitten? You and your girlfriend could raise it to do tricks for bits and tips. First of all, you can't train a cat. I don't know who told you that. You can't train a cat to do tricks. At least, I've never seen a cat that does tricks on command. Cats are their own entities. They do whatever the fuck they want. Now, there are some cats that have better dispositions than others that'll be nice to you, while there are some cats that are just fucking bitches and do whatever the fuck they want. Am I against getting a pet in the future? No, I absolutely am not. And in particular, my girlfriend actually likes cats, and we talked about maybe long-term, if and when she moves in with me, maybe we would look into maybe getting a pet together. We've talked about it, but it's certainly not anything we're going to do short term. First, you know, what we'd have to do is get settled in together, get used to living together. Obviously, and, you know, have our own schedules in alignment and everything before we would look to be doing anything like that. And then maybe, you know, months down the road, years down the road, where we both have work and everything settled in and everything. Oh, okay, now we can take on the responsibility of a pet. Then we will. But now it's the last thing on our minds, okay? All right. Trump's Nuke Button did a 50-bit cheer. He says, Phil, if you enjoyed To the Moon, which I did, years ago I played it during indie marathons, and I really loved it, you should check out, oh, hold on. You should check out Finding Paradise. It's a sequel with the same main characters and the same premise with fulfilling a dying man's last wish. Maybe check it out for the upcoming indies marathon you mentioned. I highly recommend it if you enjoyed To the Moon. Very nice. Maybe I will. Hey, again, it's not in my hands. If we do hit the goal and I do this Indies Marathon, it will be in the hands of the patrons, the $5 or more patrons for this month. So maybe they'll nominate and vote on that game. We'll see. Duke XJT did another 25-bit cheer. He says, when I say the gold button, I mean 1 million. Don't make it an archive. Go for the gold. He's talking about YouTube. Dude, you're out of your mind. Are you aware? You may not be aware, Duke XJT. I've been stuck between around 180 to 190,000 subs on YouTube for about 4 or 5 years. It's true. I can never even grow bigger than that. Because of the way that YouTube made the website, I can't even grow bigger than that. It never will. My channel never... Despite the fact my channel, my YouTube DSPGaming channel, is about to hit 400 million views. In fact, within a month or two, it should hit 400 million views, which is a milestone. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't even matter anymore. I know that channel will never grow because of what YouTube has done. YouTube does not want guys like me to succeed. They could care less about me. They're looking for these idiotic viral vloggers to make one video a day that's some stupid garbage bullshit and go viral and bring in advertisement bucks. They don't care about someone like me who for 10 fucking years has grinded it out and every day uploads a ton of videos, honest gameplay, working my ass off. They don't want that. They want garbage content for kids to watch. So, there you go. AES did a 25-bit cheer. He says, I'm interested in picking up Wolfenstein The New Order because it's a shooter with a very good story, and I also heard that there's a prequel called The Old Blood. In terms of story, is the prequel decent enough to warrant an additional purchase? Yes. Absolutely. I really liked it. So there you go. Tantamounter did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Tantamounter. No message, just a 100-bit cheer for support. Thank you very much for the support, Tantamounter. Appreciate that. Duke XJT did a 50-bit cheer and says, get a hamster, let him sit on your shoulder while you play. Hamsters are very cute. I own 2 hamsters. When I first moved here in 2014, I had them for over 2.5 years. It was a really nice experience. I love hamsters. They're very cute. They're easy to take care of. You can play with them, feed them fun stuff. It's a lot of fun. Will I ever get hamsters again? Maybe I will. I love them. And hamsters are different too. They have their own unique personalities. Like one of my hamsters allowed me to play with it. I could like let her run on my hands and everything, and she would crawl all over my body. It was cute. The other hamster, too skittish. Didn't like it. But that's the cool thing. Maybe I will get a hamster again someday. We will see. We shall see. Shout out to Resident Evil Beating, who did a 25-bit cheer. He said, you and your girlfriend need to have 10 kids together, not cats. You're out of your mind. I'm 35 years old, dude. I'm 35 years old, and I'm not financially stable. This is not the environment to raise a child in, I hate to tell you. You know, I think that ship kind of has sailed. You know, if I had a chance to do it, it would have been within the past 10 years. Sadly, I was never really financially stable enough to do it. My chosen vocation here is not a stable one, so probably I'm not going to have kids. What can I say? Oh, well. Let's see here. Alexander Rossi did a 50-bit cheer. He says, #1 Twitter trend in America right now. Good luck, Phil. Heading off to work for the day now. We'll catch up to you YouTube later. What? Hashtag stable genius? What are you talking about? Hashtag stable genius. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea. It's probably some dumb Twitter trend, so I don't even know what it means. All right, let's keep going. Anonymous took me $1 and says, if you're really just using YouTube as an archive, why not leave the Twitch archives up? These are automatic and really are available immediately after the stream is over. I got a very honest answer for you, because you probably aren't aware of this, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever did this anonymous dollar tip probably doesn't know this, but when you sign partnership contracts with Twitch and when you sign partnership contracts with YouTube, the contracts clearly state you may not upload this content to more than one website and monetize it. So that means that if I have a, let's say, Metal Gear Solid 3, which I'm playing right now, I can't have an archive of my stream up on Twitch and have ads running on it, and then go upload the videos to YouTube and have ads on it. It's illegal. It's against the, it's not legal, but it's against the terms of the contracts that these websites lay out. Now, I'm not saying people don't do that, but people violate the contract all the time, and unless they get called out or whatever, it's not a big deal. But potentially there could be big legal issues if you have the same content monetized on multiple websites that are different businesses. In fact, it was kind of funny because before vid.me went out of business in December, a lot of people were asking me, why don't I leave YouTube and go to VidMe? And I was like, this is why, because I can't legally have my videos on multiple websites at once with ads running on them. You're only able to monetize legally on one website per the terms of the contract that you sign when you partner with these websites. All right? So, again, that being said, not to say that people don't do it, because I'm sure they do, and they don't get caught out, but legally, you can only do it one place. There's your answer. Shadow Steve did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Phil, did you ever play Tales of Vesperia? I loved your Tales of Exilia playthrough and was wondering if you played Vesperia. Yes, I did. I played it, but that was before I ever did YouTube videos. That was, it was either 2007 or 2008. I actually believe it was 2008. That was the year when I quit, well, I quit competitive Street Fighter in like the summer of 2007. And I decided to get heavily into gaming again. And I started playing, I bought all the consoles. I already had an Xbox 360, but I bought a PS3. I bought a Wii. And I started playing all the popular games because I wanted to immerse myself in gaming culture again because I've been so disassociated from it for so long being a competitive Street Fighter player. And I completely immersed myself in it. And one of the games I played was Tales of Vesperia, and I loved it. I played it it was a really long form playthrough. I think I played over 30 hours of gameplay of it. Loved the game. One of my favorite games that I played during that downtime period before I ever made videos for YouTube. However, I never made it. No, I never did a playthrough of it for YouTube. Nope. I have forgotten did a 50-bit cheer. He said, is Nier Automata worth the buy? Let me put it this way. The one playthrough I did of the game, I actually enjoyed. And I'm well aware that there were more playthrough contents available, meaning as the more you play the game, you unlock different characters, you unlock other scenarios. And basically, I never really beat the game. I only beat scenario A or whatever. I think it was a solid game, and a lot of people who went back and did replay the game multiple times to see all the content love it. Some people even put it into their Game of the Year award, so I would say yes, it is. Hair of the Dog did a 45-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Hair of the Dog. Mr. Swaggins did another 50-bit cheer. He said, sorry if you explained this years ago, but how come I can't watch the videos on the King of Hate HD? I was going on a DSP nostalgia trip. I have no idea. People told me that they could see them. Everyone told me that they could see them. It seems like maybe some regions or something for some reason can't see them, but I could, right now, if I go to the King of Hate HD, I can watch the videos. So I don't know why you can't see them. It must be some weird fucking region lock that YouTube put on the channel. And again, who fucking knows what YouTube does? The website's a piece of shit. I have no idea why you can't see them. People told me recently they could. So if they locked it again, I apologize. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's a piece of garbage. Okay. Let's see here. Gamer Unlimited TV did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Gamer Unlimited TV. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate it. Let's see here. All right, I've had enough of these trolls in the stream chat. Some idiot claims, oh, I contacted Phil's girlfriend and she's 23 years old and she doesn't want kids. You're out of here. Don't listen to that fucking idiot. He knows absolutely nothing. That guy's a troll who's in here all the time trying to fucking be negative and stir people into drama, and I don't want him back. Let it be known, folks, Amineo 2 is not welcome in this fucking stream chat. I've banned this guy like 10 times already, and I don't ever want to see him again. He's always in here making shit up and talking shit, and get the fuck out. By the way, he's wrong. He knows nothing about my girlfriend, and he's not contacted my fucking girlfriend. The fuck out of here, you idiot. All right, Captain Caveman did a 25-bit cheer, and he said, free the weed. I guess he's talking about the current controversy with Jeff Sessions trying to ban weed. I'm not even going to get into it. I hate that motherfucker. All right. All righty. Are we good? Are we ready to start with some Fortnite? So, FYI, running commentary here. Running totals, what I meant to say. 427 subs. So, we went up by 1. That's good. Can we top 429 during today's stream? Can we reach a new record high? We'll find out. But, let's jump into Fortnite. Let's see how I do today. And let's see if Fortnite is as entertaining for you guys as PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is. We're about to find out. All righty. Very nice. All right, everyone. Thanks for being supportive. Thanks for your cheers, subs, and tips. And let us begin.